Hey guys, Paul from Paul's Karts here. I just wanted to show you guys the weekend's worth of work and sales. The end of last month was crazy with the Trinity sales. Still playing catch up with that. As you can see, every one of these is the welded intake tube. Two of them are the Trinity sets. This one is sold like that on the site, and this one is going on a 3-inch bore stroker engine that I'm doing on the floor behind me. Also sold a bunch of pistons and big block rods and multiple side covers, stuff like that. A bunch more coils. A bunch of these valve covers sold. Good product. And if you guys are buying the Trinity set, like a lot of you are, there's also more discounts and savings built into that. Like the gauge rockers that are $218, I think, on my site, which is $1 less than NR Racing. If you buy them while you're buying the Trinity set, you can add on ratio gauge black venom rockers for, I believe, $180, which is like $30 worth of savings right there. On top of the other savings built into the Trinity set. So cam, carb, head with welded intake tube, epoxy port, big valve, 14cc chamber, polished, ported, bronze guide, spring pockets cut, the PK RPM 3 cam, and the carburetor with third circuit, billet adjustable fuel valve, pump around carb with velocity stack, all the options added. That Trinity set is still great. And you can add the gauge black venom rockers in that for $180. So if in fact you are going with the Trinity set, make sure to add those through that listing. The coils, always a great seller. These are one of the best sellers here. We do about 20-25 of those a week. The blue was out of stock. As you can see, those are back made. There's a bunch of customers waiting for those. I made boxes and boxes of those. You know, I use special coils, so I just had to wait to get the coils in before I could go and run the next set. Coils are in, so the blue is back, and those will be shipping out today on Monday. The heads still coming with the instructions on how to lap them, best tips and tricks and methods and stuff like that. You know, if I get a lot of calls and questions about, you know, like, you know, just that pack riding and, you know, all out ripping and running. You know, the copper seat head with added max porting is probably, and welded intake tube, is probably the best head for just all out highway driving. Long, hard tears at, you know, 80 miles an hour, like on my Facebook page. The video I got of those customers of mine on the highway, they're going like 90. You know, they got the truck, and you can see the speedometer. They are just moving. Scary. Very scary. You can see the one guy that hits that bump and wiggles a little bit. That is just horrifying. So don't do that. But if you want to just kind of get up and tear and blast off like that, you know, that max porting option on the 72 millimeter strokers is a great idea. 3-inch bore and 3-inch bore strokers definitely should be taking advantage of that. Max porting option now available under shop services, can be added to any cylinder head that you like. Whether you need it or not, that's up to you. 72 millimeter strokers and up could use it. Predator 212s, stock bore, stock strokes. We can get away with just a nice, good, clean port. High velocity, good, clean, big port. You know, this head here is not max ported, as you can see, but you know, this head here would be great for a Predator 212 highway build. You know, if you just want to rip on the highway. Copper seats, welded intake tube, you know, good port job, full radius corner in there, you know, really nice. All of those, you know, it's just perfectly radiused in there, and all of these intake ports. It's just real nice. Real nice. That epoxy port's always good. This is max ported. Yeah, this one is max ported, yeah. And this one here is max ported. This one's not max ported. Great option. Definitely want to be adding that. You want to add that with the epoxy port as well to really get the most out of it. I mean, you could just be absolutely screaming untouchable. 72 millimeter bore stroker, my favorite build, with a max ported head and epoxy port and welded intake tube, or just a, Trinity set on top of that 72 millimeter stroker. Add max port into that, and whoa, watch out. I mean, that is one bad to the bone setup. Probably my favorite setup of all. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys the weekend's worth of work. Got a bunch of stuff on the floor behind me, boxes with engine parts in it, just complete builds I got to take care of. If you guys are waiting in line, there's stacks of build sheets. I'm about 2 weeks out. If you've placed an order, it'll be on not the week of, but the week following's build list. I can only do so many heads a week. I appreciate the support. I love you guys just as much as, and I don't advertise. I do not advertise. It's all word of mouth. And, it's just unbelievable response. One guy's going so fast. Who got you there? Paul's Karts. And the word of mouth has spread like wildfire. And I just keep putting that into research and development. Just every single aspect of these cylinder heads. Once I think it's perfect, I find another way to bring it over the top. Just building them by the math, getting those numbers hit, increasing port velocity after you have your CFM, and then using flow flags in the back of the port to make sure there's 100% laminar flow and there's no eddies or disturbances back there. Milling the head to get your correct compression ratio for bore and stroke size. If you have a 212 Predator and you get in the Trinity set, add head milling on there, because you got to hit that compression ratio number. The cam needs a certain compression ratio to work optimally. You could just bolt any old parts together and it'll work. It's not going to not work, but when you really nail and hit all those things together, and that cam comes on and the cam timing hits and everything is you'll know why that you're the leader of the pack. It's just when everything is right, that engine is just something else. And unless you've ridden one that's been put together like that, then I mean, you just don't know what I'm talking about. It's just a completely different experience. But get all these products and more at paulskarts.com. You can check it out at paulskarts.com. That's karts with a K. Or you can go to the site and you can click contact us and send some, if you have any questions about any of the options on the site, you can click on contact us and that'll basically send me an email, or you can send me an email directly at paulskarts@gmail.com. My email is paulskarts@gmail.com. Or you can text me or call me. Texting is a lot better. Now, I get back to everybody within a day. Couple hours mainly on texts and emails. Calls, at night mostly. And if basically the calls are if I'm returning a call from a text, just to talk something over. If you text me and say, hey, can we talk, that'll mostly go on at night. But if you need to call or text me, the number is 781-492-7358. My business phone is a cell phone. It's not a landline, so it could take pictures, texts, all that stuff. So 781-492-7358 is the business line for Paul's Karts. And that ought to do it. So guys, whatever you guys need, if you guys want to shop around for pricing, then, I shop around myself for pricing and parts and stuff that's available one place and not at any others, and I bring those parts to the site. It's pretty much like, a wholesale distributor. We're just, I'm a fast nickel is better than a slow dime type of guy on the parts. I just have the parts in stock as add-ons for heads and engine orders. But now people are just realizing that the prices are so great, they're just coming for the parts, and which is great. But I mean, I only make like $1 on something that might cost $100. A piston is $99. I buy that for I think I sell it for $98 when they sell it at NR for $99. and I think I might make $2-3 on a piston. So it's like, there's no markup on these items at all. It's just to have it here for the support of the other items, for the heads and the engines. Whatever you guys need help with, just feel free to email or call me. This is Paul's Karts. I'll give you guys a quick another look around at the products. Got the coils, the valve covers, valve train, cylinder heads, billet valve covers, carbs, cams, ratio rockers, you name it. Pistons, big block, small block, custom stuff, valve train, custom. I even have more CNC parts that I'm going to show you guys soon. Titanium valve train for small blocks, for big blocks, anything you guys need is on the site. So I'm Paul, this is Paul's Karts, and until next time, guys, have a nice day.